And we are live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes, and you are listening to the Smoke Show. And I got my boy co-host, the one and only Sir Bobby himself. Bobby, how are we doing on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon?
What's going on, brother? Glad to be back. I've been balls deep searching on golf because we got the PGA coming up. A
Yep.
shameless plug for some smoking greens later tonight at 7 o'clock. But it's
Yep.
always a highlight of my day when I get to step away and talk some Miami Dolphins. So glad to be here.
Can't beat it. Can't wait for tonight. If you guys aren't familiar, we have a golf podcast as well. It's called Smoking Greens, but it's a big tournament this weekend, so if you guys are into the PGA Championship, make sure to check us out at 7 p.m. live on YouTube and Twitter. I mean, we stream that fucker everywhere. Anyway, I don't know about you, man, but I'm sipping on some OTA juice right now.
It's about all we have to sip,
Uh,
brother. So you might as
I'm
well enjoy it.
sipping. I'm big sipping. I'm pouring up. I'm sipping right now on this OTA juice. And last year, I told myself that I would learn from the mistakes that I made. Like I would watch all the OTA videos. I'd be like, oh my God, we're back. We're winning the Super Bowl. Tua MVP. Devontae Parker is going to be good. Like I'm buying into all like the OTA hype, all the OTA juice. And then we start 1-7. So I'm going to watch all the OTA videos. I'm going to get a little excited. The testosterone's going to get going, going to like flow through me. I'm going to be really excited, but I wrote it down on a sticky note. It's just OTAs.
I think you nailed that right there, bro. I mean, it's the off season. What else do we have to do? We're gonna watch the videos. We're gonna love the
Of
videos. It's
course.
gonna get us hype. Unless it's the Miami Dolphins posting one of Tua on an underthrow. Other than that, we're gonna get hype. We're gonna be positive. We're
Of
gonna be
course.
excited. So I mean, it's great, dude. I've watched that one that came out yesterday with Waddle catching the absolute bomb from Tua right in the bucket, perfect throw. I mean, I've watched it 20 times. How could you
Yep.
not? You got no other Dolphins news to tune into right now, so let's just keep watching it back and back and salivating at what we might have in store for the season.
Yes. Know what people sleep on is Jalen Waddle's touchdown dance after that. I don't know what he was hitting, but he was hitting that, bro. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, bro. I was waiting because I thought he was going to hit his normal little penguin, but he's breaking out all the stops this year. He might
Bro,
have
he he
something
was
this year.
cooking. That was saucy, bro. And Tua let that thing fly, man. It's crazy. I mean, we're literally gonna have to sit here and just pick apart these OTA videos. Looked like Christian Wilkins was breathing on Tua a little bit. I obviously don't like to see that, considering the fact I think our second biggest question mark this year is the offensive line. But it's good to see Tua letting that thing rip.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I mean, it literally is just all we have to look forward to right now. So when they put
Yep.
something out nice on the timeline, first thing I do is I watch it probably 3 times, then I send it to you or you send it to me and we discuss for a little bit. That's the cycle
Yep.
we're in right now, and I love it.
I think it's fair. I think it's great that anytime the Dolphins do post an OTA video, it's almost as if they posted like the final score of a game. Like everyone's just going crazy, going back and forth. They're slowing down the tape. They're like, "Oh, look at how far it traveled in the air. Do you see the trajectory? Was it a spiral or would you classify that as a duck? Like was it 45 yards or was it 50 yards? Did you see it hit him in the breadbasket? It's great. I love it. I'm here for it. What else are we going to do during OTA? So, I love everyone getting hype. I absolutely love it. I wanted to talk to you because I was texting you on the side. I was like, bro, I don't even know what to talk about. Like this, I picked probably the worst time to start a talk show. I was like, yeah, let me talk about the Dolphins Monday through Friday during the offseason when there's absolutely nothing going on except OTAs. But each and every single day, we get a new headline that we get to talk about.
Yep.
And the headline today comes from CBS Sports. Apparently, defensive players are going up to Chris Grier and saying they already noticed a difference in this year's offense. And I think it's only been like a week and a half of OTAs.
Yeah, bro. I mean, how encouraging is that? Especially coming from the defense who has held this team together for the past, I don't even know how many years. It's always been the
Yep.
defense. We've always had what I would consider to be a playoff quality defense. It's always been the offense kind of lagging behind and holding us back. But to hear it coming from the defense that they're seeing a change, they're seeing a team on the field that looks a lot better. I mean, how could you not get excited about that? That's encouraging as hell.
No, I agree. So, here's a quote from the article. This is from Chris Grier. He also said that his offense has bought into Coach McDaniel and that the defense has noticed a difference in their counterparts during this short time together. Even the defensive guys about a week ago were saying they cannot believe the transformation on offense and how these guys are doing. If that doesn't fire
Woo-hoo!
you up, I don't know what will, because this ain't no offense with freaking DVP and Mac Hollins. This is an offense with Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Cedric Wilson, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Sony Michel, Mike Gesicki, Tua Tagovailoa.
The
I'm
list
getting
goes
fired
on.
up. I'm getting fired up thinking about it, and I just love the fact that we have such a dynamic offense going up such a dynamic defense. I mean, if you look back at what Tyreek Hill had to say about the toughest corners he went against, I don't think he put it in a specific order, but the first cornerback that came out of his mouth was Xavier Howard. So the fact that we have the best of the best going up against each other, I think our offense is destined to be fucking electric this year.
1,000%, bro. I mean, Xavier is unbelievable. I saw a tweet the other, or it was this morning. I saw it where it posted 4 corners and said who was the best one. It was
Right.
Xavier Howard, obviously, Jair Alexander, who just got paid, Jalen Ramsey, obviously a stud, and then they put Trayvon Diggs in with those other 3. It's like, nah, bro. Trayvon Diggs isn't on that level. He just catches picks and gets burned. So we know what X is bringing to the table. And you love seeing guys that when other players say you're good or you're the hardest they have to go against, that means so much more than when Skip Bayless or Colin Coward say
Yes,
it because they got no
bro.
opinion. You want to hear it from the players who are on the field
Of
having to go up against
course.
those guys. So that's
Of
fucking lit.
course.
And like we said, the defense is unreal. And now the offense is just going to be something special, hopefully, especially with a whole new scheme. Like I am
Yep.
so excited to see what we're bringing to the table on offense this year. Preseason games are meaningless. No one cares about them. But
Yep.
I'll be damn sure to be tuned in week 1, see what we're lining up in. I know we're not going to give away all the tricks and all the trades yet, but I just want to see what it's going to look like, get a feel for what we're doing this year, man.
I agree. And I wouldn't say that preseason means nothing
Yeah.
considering we are Dolphin fans. So we will watch that preseason and we will change our prediction from 10-7 to probably 12-5 if the preseason goes well. I'd rather us not win a preseason game. I'd rather us look horrendous in the preseason just so I have no expectations for week 1 and then we go out there and win. And then I'm high as a kite, like I'm just tired of the OTA videos getting me excited. I'm
Yep.
tired of the press conferences. I'm tired of the preseason Hall of Fame stat line. Like I'd rather look terrible in the offseason and just go out there and get the job done.
Yeah, dude, 1,000%. It's the worst when we start getting our expectations too high, which I think that some fans fall victim to, and then that way the season could really only be meeting expectations or a disappointment. At some point, you
Right.
got to kind of temper them, where there's some room where we can go exceed some expectations. But yeah, like you said, the preseason, I know it's somewhat meaningless, but this year it'll be interesting. And I saw today that they announced some joint practices with the Eagles before that 3rd preseason game, which I think is pretty lit. Always cool when you
Love
can
it.
get a
And the
different team
Bucks.
out there, get a different look.
Yeah, we also have joint practices with the Bucks. So I'm thinking, maybe Tom Brady, he wants to come in, see what's going on over here in Miami. Just kidding. Relax. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. We are reaching the 10-minute mark. So if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share the link with some friends. I'm going to be sending the link to join the live in the chat right now. So if you guys want to hop up on here, talk some smoke, help us, kill some time during the off season, you're all more than welcome. To answer your question, BJ, there's one team and there's one team only that we're betting on. It's the Miami Heat. Don't be stupid. Don't play yourself. Don't be a fool. Like don't try to sit here and make it more difficult than it needs to be. There's one team and one team only, and it's the Miami Heat. Bobby, I gotta ask you, man. So you're seeing all the OTA videos. You're seeing Tua. You're seeing Waddle. You're seeing this. You're seeing that. What
Mhm.
haven't you seen that you want to see?
I haven't seen Mike Gesicki, man. I haven't seen a ton of Gesicki videos, and I think this year he's going to be like a true weapon, especially being
Right.
pissed off that he didn't get the extension. He just got a franchise tag. So he's playing for keeps this year. He wants to secure the bag for next year. I think Mike G is going to be a difference maker this year. I think it's going a little under the radar with all the speed we've brought in everywhere else. But
Yep.
man, I think Gesicki's going to be unreal. You know, he's always making those crazy one-handed catches, spectacular catches. So I'm surprised we haven't got a little clip of him doing something special in practice.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Jalen Phillips. Now I know it's OTAs, so that they can't hit. You're not supposed to hit your
Yeah.
quarterback, but that's your boy. Like that's the guy that you said is going to be that is going to
1,000%.
have the biggest year this year. Like that's what you were looking forward to outside of obviously Tyreek Hill. I'd love to see some clips of him getting up there, getting off the line, seeing some technique. I'd like to see that because I think he's going to be a big piece of this defense. I just hope they stop dropping him back in coverage. That made no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't think he's suited for that at all. I think he's a pure pass rusher. Maybe every once in a while, just as kind of a disguise. But yeah, bro, I love Phillips. I'm looking forward to a huge year from him. But like you said, in OTAs, it's tough to get like what is he going to do? A cool move on the bag. It's like you don't
Right.
really get the best clips from defenders. I think some of the coolest clips that come out is just like the team vibe together or like their swagger
Right.
that they got on the field, dancing and having fun and like showing that this team really does have some chemistry because from the outside looking in, it looks like this is the tightest like group of teammates we've had in a while. These boys look like they're ready to play for each other.
I mean, yeah, I think it's easy to be a tight group when your coach dresses like this. He's got all sweats and Yeezys on. I mean, come on, bro. Like
He knows the
that's how
deal.
I dress. That's how I walk around my house. Like Mike McDaniel has to be that guy. Like these guys have to love showing up to work. I just imagine the difference, right? You show up to work and you see Darth Vader, an absolute dictator, a guy who doesn't want you to see your family during the season, just an absolute dictator, right? You can't do this, you can't do that. Shout out Daryl Finza from Colorado. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here,
Hell
brother.
yeah.
Um, and then you start coming to work, and you got Mike McDaniel showing up, dripping out, Yeezys on his
Dripped.
feet. He's got jumpsuit tracksuits on. I mean, this guy is just oozing out Miami swag. He's got the Don Shula glasses on. It's got to be a completely different vibe in that locker room.
I mean, it has to be. He literally seems like he fits right in, like it is one of the boys almost to a certain extent.
Yep.
I know that can get a little dicey because you want your coach to kind of be the leader of men mentality, but that's kind of what we had with Flores, where he was just a dictator, like you said, barking orders, micromanaging. I think it could be a nice change and almost a polar opposite of Flores, where now they got a guy they can kind of go to, talk to, hang out with, and just get to know a little bit better and have a better relationship rather than just like boss to employee type shit. So I
Right.
think it's good for the vibe. The overall vibe seems incredible, and I just can't wait to see those boys out there.
Well, I think there's going to be a good balance of that because I've seen a lot of videos of Mike McDaniel, and he's a big believer in just the way to have guys buy into you is by respecting you, and showing them
Mhm.
results, like using reason for, hey, this is why you should do that. Not you should just do this because I told you to do it, but you should do this because it'll help this, that, and that. So I think that's going to be a big thing for our locker room. Obviously, I'm not, sitting behind closed doors and listening to Flo's film session, but I feel like it was more, bro, you better just do this because I'm telling you to do it.
Yeah, no, I feel that for sure. More of like a collaborative effort almost, where it's like, I want you to do this, provide some feedback, and just honestly, everyone working towards the best result rather than someone just kind of barking orders and trying to get the team exactly how they want it. So it'll be interesting. It'll be good. I can't wait to see how they respond. I'll be interested. I'm interested to see how we respond when times get tough. Because I know a lot of
Yes.
Dolphins fans, there's going to be moments this year. I mean, those first four games, like we've said so many times, are fucking tough. So
Brutal, bro.
yeah, dude. So when the chips are on the table and it's not looking the best, I want to see how we respond. Because I've seen a lot of Dolphins teams that just quit or just don't have that whatever it is in them, that
Yep.
dog in them, that they are like, we're gonna come back, we're gonna win this game, we can do it type attitude. It seems there's definitely those games, the Buffalo game, for example, where you start getting pounded and you just kind of really
Yep.
give up there. So I'm hoping that they got some good energy, some good life, and they're just ready to fight no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, some of the best energies I've ever had in work is when you do have that boss, like that head manager, that's very personal with you, but also knows how to lead you and do the right thing. And like, yeah, I could be myself around him, but I also know he's going to demand the absolute best at me. So when you
Yep.
have that balance, I think that creates the best work environment because at the end of the day, obviously they're professional athletes, and of course they have a dream job. They're playing a sport, but at the end of the day, this is a business. You got uh, McDaniel, he answers to someone. Grier, he answers to someone, and then of course you got the owner, Stephen Ross. So at
Yep.
the end of the day, it's a business, and they're not sitting in a cubicle, but they're showing up to work every day, and they all have the same goals, same plans, and you need a leader in a work environment that works if you want to reach those goals.
1,000%, bro. 1,000%. That chemistry is everything. You don't want people that are not having good relationships with their superiors because it all just trickles down. It seems like we got a good approach from the top. And I mean, just that CBS clip you read before where players are coming up to Grier specifically, like that's the GM of the
Right.
team. And they're going to
Right.
him. They have a relationship with him where they can feel like they can tell him what they think. It just seems awesome. It seems like a collaborative effort right now. So we'll see. I love the way it's going though. That's for sure.
Yep. Jordan's got a question. Smoke, do you think the Mavericks have a shot in the West? Yes, I do. I think the Mavericks are a very, very talented team. I think they have the best player in the playoffs right now, Luka Doncic. He is a stone cold killer, and the Mavs play excellent defense. Personally, I think the Warriors will beat them in 7, but do I think they have a shot? Abso-freaking-lutely. I think that team is really good. It would not surprise me if they won that series. So we got a lot of good basketball on, man. I'm really excited, and I know everyone comes on here for the Dolphins talk, of course, but if you guys have NBA topics that you want me to get into, you let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer those questions. But until then, we'll get back to the Miami Dolphins, and we'll start spewing it up. Just some typical OTA shit. What do you expect from our defense this year? Do you think they're going to regress without Flo, or do you think they're kind of either going to step up or remain the same?
That is a key factor there because that was Flores' defense, of course. But I mean, I don't see them regressing to an absolute extreme where they're shit. Last year they were a great defense. I would say one of the top 10 in the league to be conservative.
Yeah, I'd say after the Tampa game, we went on an absolute tear. You're gonna have your absolute trolls that are like, "Oh, our defense was ranked 15th." But then if you actually watch the Miami Dolphins and you
Yeah.
have two eyes and you understand football, you're like, okay, this is not a defense I would want to play against. And this defense is obviously top 5 in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look what they did to the Ravens. That's always the game I go back to when you want to talk about defensive performances because they literally embarrassed them. I expect it to be much of the same. That's what I'm hoping at least. I mean, it's a lot of the exact same guys on the exact same defense, with of course some of our young guys just getting a year older, a year more mature, which should just lead to more results. Phillips has been a guy I've brought up. I think he takes the step next year. I mean, how good was Javon Holland last year? And now you got
Yep.
another year under his belt. I love it. I think that there shouldn't be any regression there. It should be the same, if not better. And I mean, what's one thing that helps the defense be better? When the offense is
Right.
better because they're not on the
Yep.
field all fucking game.
Yep.
So I just think just the offense getting better helps the defense a ton.
Yeah, and there was a lot of games last year where people want to point the finger at the defense as if the offense was just on the field for maybe a minute or couldn't cross the 50-yard line, and then the defense is just set up inside their own
Yep.
50, and it's just an absolute mess. And the first game that obviously comes to mind is Tennessee. I think the Titans might have started inside their own 50-yard line like 3 or 4 times, and the defense held them to, I think, 17 or 14 points for the majority of the game. The offense couldn't do freaking anything. That was the most embarrassing game I've seen in probably a year because there's a lot of embarrassing Miami Dolphin football games. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of games where the offense did us no favors. You even look back to Buffalo early in the year. That game was pretty close for the first half. Also, when we were in Buffalo, it was really close for the first half. We had
Yep.
an opportunity to take the lead in the first half, and then Mike Gesicki comes in motion. The ball hits him off his chest, and then it's a fumble. And then after that, we got absolutely manhandled. Craig Bryant seems to be smoking crack this morning. I'm just kidding, Craig. Thank you for the comment. Miami and Green Bay Super Bowl. Maybe it'll be our Super Bowl on Christmas, but I don't think this team's ready for the Super Bowl yet. I hope I'm wrong. I think
That's
this
my
team will be
dream Super
ready.
Bowl. That
Yeah,
game
for
right there is
you,
my dream
for
Super
you,
like
for
personally,
you.
dream Super Bowl. I would have to go. Me and my dad would spend thousands to be there. It would be unreal. Um, at some point in my life, that's a dream Super Bowl. But in reality, any Super Bowl the Dolphins are in is a dream for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if the Dolphins are in the Super Bowl, I'm flying out there. I don't care if I buy my ticket and have $0 in my bank account. I'm there. I'm square. I'm smiling from ear to ear. I don't think the Dolphins are built to win a Super Bowl this year. I mean, actually, I think they're built to win it. It has to be proven to me, you know? I love McDaniel, but I have to see McDaniel attack the first 4 games. I got to see how he's going to bounce back from adversity. If it is a rough start, how are we going to bounce back? Is this team going to, be resilient when they're losing in a football game? Are they going to keep their composure? Are they going to be disciplined? Are we not going to have stupid penalties that cost us the game? Because you can say what you want about Brian Flores, but the Miami Dolphins were an extremely disciplined football team. We were very, very good under Brian Flores when it comes to discipline. I have to see us beat Buffalo in Buffalo, or at least split with them and compete in Buffalo before I could put us in that Super Bowl conversation.
No, I agree. I think it's too early to be on Super Bowl talk. In my mind, it's playoff talk. Make the playoffs first and foremost.
Right.
But you said earlier that Dolphins are in the Super Bowl no matter what, spending every dollar you have to get there. This might be crazy, but I don't think I would go to the Super Bowl if the Dolphins were in it. I really don't. I
Really?
think I'd
Now
rather be at
that's a good
home and
topic.
sweat. I think I'd
Yeah,
rather be at home and sweat because I'm a person that freaks out. I walk
I
around.
freak out.
I
Yeah,
smoke
I
a
would.
lot, so it's just like I think I'd rather be at home, and it would be a very select number of people that are allowed to come over my house. It would almost be like a show me your bet
Yes.
slip at the door type of deal. Like, are you
Right.
truly on the Dolphins? Like, does this game mean a lot to you? I need a
Right.
significant bet for you to walk in the door. I need you bringing
Yes.
beer, liquor. I need you having some good food with you. Like there's qualifications to get into a house at a Super Bowl, regardless. But if a Miami Dolphins Super Bowl, it would
Oh,
be talk about dictators. I'd be the dictator of that spot, and
yes.
everything would be exactly
Yes.
how I needed it.
Yeah, honestly, if the Dolphins were in the Super Bowl, I would obviously want to go. I really, really would. But you made a great point because I couldn't even imagine the anxiety running through my body when I wake up Super Bowl Sunday and the Dolphins are playing in it. I don't even know how I would react. I've never seen my team win a playoff game in my entire life. Imagine waking up Super Bowl Sunday. I would be pooping my pants. I would
Yep.
be sweating up and down. I would have so much anxiety. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And if I were to watch it at home, I usually always have like Super Bowl parties. Like I'll have
Yep.
anyone come over. I don't care. Even if you have the bet that's opposite of mine, whatever, because I know I'm gonna win and you're gonna lose, so I get to just watch you lose in front of me. It's fine. But if the Dolphins were in the Super Bowl, that is out the window, bro. Like you said, I got a list of qualifications. You have to be a diehard Miami Dolphins fan. If you're not a diehard fan, I don't want you sweating with me. And the only way you could get in without being a diehard Dolphin fan is, like you said, showing me a minimum $500 bet on the Miami Dolphins, because I don't want more than 15 people at my house, especially if they're not Miami Dolphin fans. But there will not be one single person in my house watching a Miami Dolphins Super Bowl that is not rooting or betting on the Miami Dolphins. I would rather drink bleach by myself than watch a Miami Dolphins Super Bowl with anyone who's going against them. So you're right. There's qualifications to get into that door. Jordan's got a question for us. What does success look like this year for the Dolphins to you? A playoff win. I think you hit it right on the head. I think our bar is to win a playoff game. I've seen the Dolphins make the playoffs twice in my life. I've never seen the Dolphins compete in a playoff game. I've never seen them win a playoff game. I think that's going to be the momentum that gets this thing going for the Miami Dolphins. Obviously, I want to shoot for the stars. As a kid, you're always told, shoot for the stars, shoot or aim for the moon, whatever the stupid saying is. We got to get out of the stratosphere, okay? We got to get into orbit. We got to go out, we got to make the playoffs and win a game. Win a playoff game. If we don't make the playoffs, Lord have mercy on Dolphins Twitter. Lord have mercy on the Dolphins organization. Lord have mercy on Chris Grier. I mean, if this team doesn't make the playoffs, and I know how tough it is going to be to make the playoffs, I know how good the AFC is, but when you have a roster that's built like this, man, and you can't make the playoffs, whoa, we're going to have problems.
Yeah, dude. For me personally, I take it a little bit of a step lower. It would be a successful season, in my opinion, if we made the playoffs. If we win a playoff game, I think that would be not overachieving because I think it's possible, but that would be like a very, very good season. Met all our expectations and exceeded them. That would be winning a playoff game. And then obviously, like you said, the flip side, this season would be a complete and utter disappointment if we missed the playoffs. I mean, the roster is too good. I know the AFC is loaded. I know there's so many good teams in the North and in the West where it's going to be a battle. But with this roster, I mean, come on, dude. You have to make the playoffs.
Yep.
That has to be the goal. That's the goal for me.
Yep. Craig says the Bengals did it with the less talented team. Yeah, but the Bengals also defeated their division rivals and manhandled them. We haven't beat Buffalo. Well, we beat them once since 2017. So until I see them step up there, I'm not going to compare them to the Bengals. And by the way, Joe Burrow is a savage. Von Joe's trying to stir up some beef. I could smell the beef in the pot right now. Nikki Smokes and Bobby, what would be the expectation if this team had an elite quarterback or even a great quarterback? Von Joe, thank you for stirring up the pot. It's about to get real beefy, real spicy in here. If this team had a top 5, top 10 quarterback, Justin Herbert, they'd probably be the favorite to win the AFC, in my opinion. I think if you put Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, even Russell Wilson, you could probably say Joe Burrow. I mean, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
If the Dolphins had any top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now, I would probably say we would be a favorite to win the AFC right next to Buffalo. That's how good I think this roster is. And me and Bobby talk about it all the time. The two biggest question marks this year, whether you love them or you hate them, one is Tua. Is he going to make that jump? No more excuses. I don't care. Riddle me them all you want. I'm throwing them out the window. This has to be the year that he proves it. I don't care. Save your excuses for story time because I'm done hearing them. And number 2 is the offensive line. If we go out there and have the 32nd ranked offensive line again, I don't even know what to tell you. And then we're going to just use that as an excuse for why Tua sucks. So to answer your question, yes, if the Dolphins had a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, we would be a favorite to win the AFC.
A favorite to win the whole Super Bowl in general, honestly, because the NFC is so weak. I mean, an elite quarterback, elite talking like top 3, obviously. Right. I mean, I think our roster is as talented or competes with every single roster in the league outside of the quarterback position. So then if you go add an elite quarterback, I mean, I think that's a no-brainer that we'd come out here and probably win 13 games and go win some playoff games. You know what I mean?
Now, here's the thing. You know, everyone wants to sit here and call Tom Brady old and this and all that. And Tom Brady finished second in MVP voting last year. So he's not damaged goods. He's just defying human laws.
Yeah.
If he was the quarterback of this team with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, a guy he already played with, Mike Gesicki, and the defense that the Miami Dolphins have, I can assure you that the Miami Dolphins would be a Super Bowl favorite. If not the team, a top 3 team to win the Super Bowl.
1,000%, bro. Brady's in a league of his own. He's doing stuff that no one ever thought would be possible. It legitimately doesn't make sense how he's still playing at such a high level. Add him to this team and his greatness and the amount of wins he's seen in his life.
Right.
I mean, we'd win the Super Bowl. I don't even want to put us as favorites. We'd win it, no doubt.
Yeah. All right, Von Joe, I see you. But I also agree with you. I think if Tua makes that jump that we've all been waiting for, I think this team has a chance to play in that big game. But we're going to need a big jump. 16-10 is not going to cut it. A big jump for us to get in the Super Bowl. Tua's going to have 30 to 35 touchdowns. That's a big jump. A jump from 16-10 could be 25-16 or fucking 28-15. That would be a jump. But a big jump, we're talking about big boy numbers, big boy numbers, big boy plays, showing up big time down the stretch, which, by the way, he's going to have to do. And people can say we got dealt a bad hand. I think we got dealt a perfect hand. I think our schedule is going to show us exactly who we are. You look at the first 4 games, bet. We got New England. We got Baltimore. We got Buffalo. We got the Bengals. That's a test right there. Then we got 5, 6 games that we should be able to win. Then we got a tough game against the Browns. Then we should beat Houston. And then we got the Niners, the Chargers. But I like playing Buffalo late in the year. Let me know what I have in my guy. Let me know what I have in Tua Tagovailoa. I don't want to play the Bills at Buffalo in September when it's still 75 and sunny out. I want to know if he can handle it because the Bills aren't going anywhere. The Dolphins declined the invite to join the AFC South. We are stuck in this AFC East where we're the only team south of North Carolina, okay? So we have to be able to play in those tough conditions. We're playing New England in New England where it's usually cold, rainy, muddy out. I want to know what I have in my franchise quarterback. So I think the schedule is the perfect test for the Miami Dolphins.
It really is. I mean, those first 4, we talk about them a million times over. That's going to show you what you have right then and there. Where we're at to start the season, you're going to know pretty quickly. And then that middle of the season is where we can go really do some damage. And then you end it with some tests, which is perfect to get you ready for the playoffs. But you mentioned the Dolphins turned down the AFC South. That's a thing. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so it was way back in the day. I don't know the exact year or the exact date. If I
When they
looked it
did the
up on my
realigns.
phone, I could show you, but basically ownership didn't want to do it because it would ruin the rivalries with the Jets at the time, Buffalo, and I mean New England really wasn't a rivalry back then. We used to just kick the absolute shit out of them
Yeah.
back in the day. And then this guy Tom Brady was just drafted with the 199th overall pick, and then they went on to win 6 Super Bowls. So, yeah, but no, we could be in the division with the Colts, the Houston Texans, and the Jaguars, and then we would be the 4th team. And if we did that, looking back in hindsight, we'd probably win the division every other year. We'd be in the playoffs 100 times. We'd be doing the rain dance. We'd be buying AFC South hats that make us, feel good about ourselves. I remember when we won the AFC East, I bought the merchandise as if we won the Super Bowl. I had the T-shirt, I had the hat. I wore that thing to school every single day for 5 weeks straight. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, we won the AFC East. Shout out Tom Brady for tearing his ACL that year. But yeah, man, I mean, I hope better days are coming. I hope we could go into the AFC East and win, Like, I hope we could go toe-to-toe with Buffalo and let them know, hey, there's another big dog in here.
There's nothing I would rather do than spend a shitload of money on Miami Dolphins championship merch, whether that's the division, the conference, the Super Bowl. I mean, you know me and the sports teams I like. This was the first ever year I was able to buy a championship shirt when Michigan won the Big Ten and then went out there and got slaughtered. All the rest of my teams are absolute dog shit. So I need something in my life that's going to bring me some joy. And I think the direction the Miami Dolphins are going is going to get me there. And then when I can finally get those championship shirts, have a little bit of cockiness going into a season, knowing that we're the shit, that'll be great. And I hope that this year is the year that we go out and get to the playoffs, maybe win a game. And then from here on out, we can be one of those teams that are in the conversation every single year.
Right. Now, as a Miami Heat fan, I was spoiled when we had the big 3. And we were just so accustomed to winning that after like the first year, I stopped buying like the Heat won the division shirt. Like I was like, no, I'm waiting for the finals, Like I'm waiting for finals champion, Eastern Conference finals champion. Like that's what I'm gonna buy. But when it comes to the Dolphins, bro, AFC East champs.
Yeah.
Hello, fanatics. I need 6 shirts, XL, 7 hats. Yes, please. Next day delivery. Thank you. That's like there's levels to it, and I hope we get to that level because if you ask Patriot fans, they won the AFC East. That shirt, they probably didn't sell 5 of those T-shirts. If the Dolphins did it, it'd be a sellout. BJ's got a question. If I have a chance to go to the Pats Week 1 or Sunday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which should I fly down for? BJ, I have the answer for you. It's not even tough. It's not tough. Fly down Sunday Night Football against the Steelers. There's nothing more beautiful than the Hard Rock Stadium lit up at night. The atmosphere is unbelievable. You're at the only game that matters in the entire world. The atmosphere is ridiculous. It's a sold-out house. The sun is down. The lights are shining bright. Patriots Week 1 in September will be the hottest game of the year. You're from Ohio. You're going to fly down and you're going to melt like a snowman. You're going to melt like Frosty did. I'm telling you, you're going to get absolutely manhandled by that South Florida Sun week 1. I guarantee it. Fly down for the Sunday night game. Avoid the Florida heat. Enjoy being on the national game of the week. Enjoy pulling up to Hard Rock Stadium and having your jaw drop because of how beautiful it is at nighttime.
There is nothing better than attending a primetime game because Dolphins will always come number one. They'll always be the first priority. But when it's a 1 p.m. slate, I mean, everyone plays fantasy football. We're gamblers. We do this, we do that. When you get yourself at a 1 o'clock game, you just miss so much. I know it's
So
secondary to the
much.
Dolphins, but then
Right.
you have to leave that game, get caught up. When you can go to a Sunday, Thursday, or Monday game and it's just a solo game, it's so nice because everything you
Yep.
care about, everything you worry about is right there in front of you on the field. So I think that's an easy answer. It's got to be the primetime game.
100%. And obviously, us as absolute NFL degenerates, like nothing matters to me more than the Miami Dolphins. I want to make that clear. But I'll catch myself looking at the scores going around the stadium, and
Yep.
I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, blah, 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 blah. And then as a bettor, since I didn't get to watch any of the other games, I really don't know like who to bet on the next week. So anytime the Dolphins are at a home game, I'm like, crap. Like, be careful when you bet next week because you didn't really get to watch what was going on. So I'll usually record Red Zone, go back and watch it through and just catch a vibe. But when the Dolphins are playing at home, I could really care less. Like, I am so zoned into the Dolphins. But you living in Buffalo, what's your setup like? You got the Fins on the big screen and Red Zone on the laptop?
So I don't have the fins on the big screen. I have at my house.
You gotta go. He gotta go.
So listen, so my setup at all times, I have a big TV up, two TVs underneath it. I usually host NFL football on Sunday. All my buddies come over. I put a TV to the side that's directly in front of me that I just watch the
Which
Dolphins
is
game on, which is just
fair.
my TV. Like I don't care. I have the red zone up top, whatever else is on or whoever else's teams are on. But like I put that I'm sitting as close to my TV right now as I am for Dolphins games. So I'm locked in. That's how I've always took it because also no one wants to watch the Dolphins where I'm from. It's just me
Right.
and the two other like
Yourself.
Dolphins fans I know that I'm not even really friends with, but I talk to them because they're like from the area. So it is, it's one of those situations where you kind of got to do what you got to do. And I set my little
Right.
personal TV up and I analyze it all.
That's why I watch the games by myself, basically, unless like I have my boys that are actual Dolphin fans come over, but I could care less about these other teams. Like I'll have Red Zone on my laptop because me and you, I mean, we bet so many NFL games, it's a problem. But I have to know what's going on. Those are my investments. So I have to have Red Zone on the laptop. But the Fins are always getting the biggest screen in my house. There's no way around it. You're in a tough situation though. You live in Rochester, so no one
Mhm.
likes the Dolphins over there except you and your two friends that you don't even like. But at least they like the Dolphins.
Yeah, dude, it's a struggle. I mean, I don't know how people go to bars on NFL Sundays. That to me is just insane.
No,
I need audio.
no.
I need to be locked in. I don't want other people in my way. So you'll always catch me at my house, but it's the sacrifice I have to make of the smaller TV. It is what it is, though. I feel locked in. I'm like my boys will be like, "Yo, what's even going on in the game right now that you're freaking out?" Because they can't even see the TV because it's posted right in front of my face. So I have a
Right.
good time with it. I enjoy it. The other thing that's a pain in the ass is I don't have direct TV, and the Dolphins
Oof.
definitely aren't on normal TV. So I always have to
Nope.
find a stream, and then I'm behind. It's a hassle, bro. It really is such a hassle.
Yep. Well, you're out there in Rochester. What is your game day meal? So for me, down here in South Florida, I have to get wings. Like I'm a wing fiend, all flats, blue cheese, please. I have to have wings or a chicken Philly. That's it. It's either one or the other. I have to have it or my vibe is off. What is your go-to meal on
I mean,
Sunday?
you can't go wrong with wings. You really can't. For me, I need two things. I need number one, I need some sort of dip, whether it's a buffalo chicken dip or a taco dip
Spinach.
or yeah, spinach, whatever you have. I need something there because I need to be in there just like picking or just kind of nervous eating because that's what I'm doing all day. Is I'm nervous eating. I'm sweating out everything I got.
Yep.
And then on top of that, I'm with you on the sub train. I like a nice Philly cheesesteak sub though. That'll get you right. It's a nice, full, wholesome sandwich. It'll just get you where you need to be on an NFL Sunday. That's for sure.
What's the go-to drink? Are you a beer, whiskey? Now I bounce back and forth, so it all depends on what I was drinking and what I was eating the week before. So if we win, now this goes for everything. So say the Dolphins win, and I'm wearing a certain hat, a certain shirt, underwear, shorts. I'm wearing the same exact outfit. I'm ordering the same exact food, and I'm either drinking Jack Daniel's honey or I'm copping a Floridian IPA. And whichever one I was drinking that day, I'm drinking that the next week. And I'm repeating that over and over and over and over and over again until we lose.
People that aren't superstitious are weird to me. Like, you got to have a little bit of a superstition. You got to feel that somehow, some way, you are directly impacting the game. So I couldn't agree more with you. Sometimes it'll be a jersey switch at halftime if it's not working out, or
Wow,
obviously,
that's elite. Sometimes
yeah,
I'll rip the shirt off. I'll throw the hat, get
yeah.
it away from me. Get it away from me.
1,000%. I forget what it was. I remember I bought a sweet Dolphins hoodie. Was so hyped to have it, so hyped to wear it. Wore it game one, we lost, and I was
Yep.
thinking week two, I was like, dude,
Can't
I
wear
just
it.
bought this hoodie. I can't
Can't wear
wear
it.
it, but like I need to try it again. I tried it one more time, another loss. I've never worn that sweatshirt again to
Can't.
on game day. So it does get that superstitious. But when we're talking drinks, sometimes you'll switch it up or whatnot. But for me, number one, it's a Labatt Blue Light. We're drinking
I
these.
love that.
We're getting a 30 rack of these for the boys, and we're guzzling those all day. No doubt about that.
Yo, this sounds crazy. Chorizo and shrimp pizza every game since 1984. I'm Italian. This might be up my alley. Shrimp on pizza. People could debate that. I'm a shrimp guy. I'll eat shrimp all day long. I might have to try that, bro. That
What kind of
that sounds
sauce?
kind of fire.
Are we talking normal
That's
marinara or like a garlic type of deal
I don't
there?
know. It's got to be made from the right place. It's got to be made from the right place. You can't get that at some fugazi place. Adam E says smokes. If you're up here in December, must stop. In
Bar
stop is
Bill.
Bar Bill. Okay.
That's the name of the restaurant.
So me and Bobby, we talked about this. If the Dolphins start out good and they look like a competent franchise, I will be at that game in Buffalo. But I am not flying out to Buffalo if the Dolphins start 1-7. No, thank you. Because I already know I'm going to get shit thrown at me. I already know I'm going to get trash talked out the ass. I'm not going there unless my team has a fighting chance and I can defend myself. I'm not going out there with, you know, my you know what in my stomach and I'm just walking around petrified and I can't talk shit back because my team sucks. Um, so we're gonna wait on that. But if the Dolphins look good, I'll be out there.
1,000%, bro. It's the best way to approach it. You don't want to go in there and everyone talking shit to you when you know you got a bad team. I did have someone who watches the show reach out to me. It was Adam DM me on Twitter. He said that they have a nice Dolphins tailgate they set up in Buffalo. Yeah, Adam, right? Is it the same guy? It might be the same guy. Adam E was the guy who tweeted me too. But they
So
said they
yeah, it's
got a
probably
nice
the
little
same guy.
setup. They got a nice setup, little tailgate. They get like 20, 30 guys out there. So it's good to know we got some options. We're going to have some strength in numbers if we get out there and just have to squat up.
Von Joe has an epiphany with your hoodie. I don't blame him. I think we have to do a test run. I think you have to wear it during a preseason game. And if it loses, you have to burn it because we can't take the chance in the regular season. I'm sorry.
We're good. I don't have it anymore. This was years
Wow,
ago.
look at that.
Yeah, this
That
is
is a
years ago.
man of character. That is
Yeah.
a man of character. He doesn't even have it.
Had to get rid of
That's
that thing, bro.
that's a man right there. I think I had the same thing with the jersey. I think it was back when we had Ryan Tannehill. I think I wore his jersey one time, and I hated Tannehill. I hated him, but it was such a nice jersey. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wear it. Like my dad got it for me for Christmas or something,
17 is
and I
such a fire
wore it.
number.
I wore it, and we lost by like 30. Like we got embarrassed. I said, bro, I'm never wearing this jersey again. I wore it the next week. Boom, lose again. Done. Donated it out the house. Don't want to see it. Get it out of my hands. So I feel you. Anytime you wear a shirt after a loss and you wear it again like I did and they lose, you're the reason why they lost. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with the game plan. It has nothing to do with turnovers. It has nothing to do with how the game was played. You should have not worn the same shirt back to back. There's rules to this, and you were the reason why the Dolphins lost. We got BJ in the back room. What's up, buddy?
Well, I tried to send the link. NFL Game Day just put Tua as an MVP dark horse candidate.
Stop. What are the
Good
odds?
pick.
I haven't seen the odds yet. The full list is Justin Jefferson, Trey Lance, Tua, Jalen Hurts, and Derek Carr.
Did you see CBS they're loving the Miami Dolphins hype. Like they love us. Did you see what they posted today?
Are you talking about where the defense
I'm
is
trying
like,
to find I think I found it. Where is this? Where is it? No. I know exactly what it is. I just want to pull it up so people could see it. Come on. I mean, all right. I'll just tell you. So basically, CBS put this out. It was like touchdown passes over 40 yards. Odell Beckham 2. Tua Tagovailoa 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, this is it. This is it. Number 40 plus yards touchdown passes in the NFL. Odell 2. Tua 1. Screw CBS, man. Pick a side.
First week he has 3, so they can he's tied Odell.
He would beat Odell if he had 3, my boy. He'd only need 1 to tie him.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Odell had 4. I was like, that. First off, that's just a crazy stat. But.
Yeah, that would be retarded.
I just looked up the MVP lines. I was just curious. Tua's 28-1, which I thought the number would be a lot bigger than that. And he's got the 16th best odds to win MVP, which is honestly a little shocking, especially how people talk about Tua.
Wait, you said he has what odds to win?
28-1, I think.
It's 28-1, and out of everybody listed, he's 16th highest, 16th closest.
That's
to
what I was
being
looking
the favorite.
for. That's not bad because I've seen quarterback rankings come out with Tua at like 23, 24. I'm surprised. Yeah. 28-1 is not bad. So $100 will win you 2,800.
Yeah, bro. Lamar Jackson's plus 5,000 and Tua's plus 2,800. That's bonkers.
Well, that's because Tua has Tyreek and Waddle, and Lamar Jackson has I don't even know who they have over there now.
They got
Mark
I don't even
Andrews.
Know who that's all that matters.
Nice. Is Sammy Watkins still over there?
No,
Rashad Bateman, that rookie they drafted last year.
Bateman might have a shot at being someone. He's in Green Bay, right? That's who they got to replace Devontae Adams.
They ripped it. Adams. We have Sammy Watkins now.
Yeah, they ripped it. That's a great call. Glad for Green Bay.
Green Bay deserves terrible things, bro. I'm sick of them going 13-3, losing in the championship round of the playoffs every year. Like, it's just fucking boring. At some point in time, I can't wait until that franchise loses Aaron Rodgers and crumbles because it's just annoying. Like, if you're going to be that good in the regular season every year, why don't you go win a Super Bowl? Stop losing in the playoffs round 2 or 3. It's just annoying.
I agree. It is annoying. You know what else is annoying is the constant disrespect that the Miami Dolphins get. And we'll end the episode on this. I want to hear all your guys' opinion. They have our win total at 8.5 wins. BJ, are you taking the over under? And does it make you nervous? It makes me nervous. I slammed the over already. It's my biggest bet of the year. I have the Dolphins to win more than 8.5 games. But I'm petrified that maybe I'm being overhyped as a Dolphin fan again. And that Vegas might be right. And I'm so nervous to admit that. But I don't know how it is 8.5.
I don't see how it's 8.5 and Tua has better odds to win MVP than Lamar Jackson. Like, that doesn't add up to me, which is betting in every day. Like, nothing adds up. But
right.
Yeah, life's too short to bet the under. Absolutely. You have to bet the over.
You have to. I mean, we did our schedule predictions as it is, and we both predicted 10 wins or 11, 10 or 11. I forget what you said. I think we both had 10, though. That puts us 2 over the threshold. We need to cash that ticket, which shows me that bet needs to be placed. But I know we're optimists, so it is a little nervy to see what Vegas is putting out there. Because as a gambler, you know Vegas is never too far off from being exactly correct. So that does put a little bit of worry into it. But That's why it's gambling. You take the gamble. I'm taking the over. I'll be on it for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah, taking the over 24/7, 3 times a week, 4 times on Sunday. Comb your hair, take care. Dolphins win over 8.5 games. Come on
now. You
now.
guys get a bet on a daily basis. I got to drive my happy ass down to West Virginia. The lawmakers hate me, so.
No, well, it's not even legal here. I live in Florida. It's not legal here. I just have a bookie.
Are you sure? I swear, when I was down there last year, I placed.
Brother, I live here, and it was legal for 3 weeks, and then they took that shit away real quick. It was legal for 3 weeks, and then they deemed the Hard Rock Sportsbook as a monopoly, and they took it away. So we had sports betting for 3 weeks, and they took legal sports betting the week. They took it away the same week that the Big Ten championship started. So it was like playoff football.
I was there for the Texans game is when I went. The start of the win streak.
Yeah, no, it was legal there. Yeah, that was like October.
I went to the Tennessee game, which ended the win streak. So I think I should go to week 1 and then just not go to another game. That's the
well,
like that.
If they win,
I like
the
way you're thinking at least.
Plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. He's thinking just like us. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. BJ, thank you for coming on. Bobby, as always, you absolutely killed it. Thank you to everyone in the comments. If you haven't already, liked, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, get them on here. I want to hear your guys' take, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Fins up.
Deuces.
Fins up.